Howdy guys, Jimmy Song here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how OpenDime works. OpenDime is sort of this USB stick device that can carry Bitcoin, and it's a very clever little device, and it allows you to trade Bitcoin without doing anything on chain, which is the main property that it has. But the way it works is basically you can, it's got a private key on the little USB device. And essentially, the only way you can get at the private key is by basically doing something that's irreversible. And once you have that private key, you can, of course, spend the money that's on that's associated with that private key. But you can't just sort of pass that along anymore. The key idea there is that if you load it with Bitcoin, like say $20 worth of Bitcoin or something like that, then you can trade it to somebody, and you can. It doesn't have to have any on-chain transactions, and that way, it's sort of like a second layer, right? With just like sort of real life. Physical delivery. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't need you can do it without the internet, because you still need to verify that the amount on the stick is what it says it is. So that's why it has that USB component. You just sort of plug it in, and you can verify using like a Chrome plugin or like a Block Explorer or something like that. It has an address associated with that OpenDime, and you can just go look it up and say, oh, okay, that one is however many Bitcoins, and therefore that's what I'll trade it for. It's an interesting device, and certainly useful if you don't want to have on-chain transactions. It's definitely a little bit better for privacy. I mean, if you received an OpenDime from somebody else and then you spend it again, then that could be very useful. The only difficult thing about an OpenDime is the divisibility. So if you got like $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in an OpenDime, you can't spend like 200 of it unless like they give you change. So in that way, it acts a lot more like like cash in your pocket. Like it's like a specific bill denomination, except not nearly as convenient, because you need to carry an OpenDime for each bill, basically. So that would be, I would say, the only weakness. But other than that, it's a very clever device. It's useful. I haven't seen it too often in the market yet, and I do have some, but I haven't really used it for that purpose. But we'll see where it goes, and certainly if there's a use case to be found with it, off-chain transactions would be it. Anyway, hope that helps you. Let me know what you think in the comments. This song is done.